Coco Gauff just won the US Open. In this video, we're going to look at exactly how she did it. But we're not going to look at the technical, tactical things that she did, but the mental things that she did. Because at the highest level, that's what separates winners from losers. My name is Bryce Wilson. I'm a mental performance coach, and I teach athletes how to develop a winner's mindset. To break down Coco's mindset, we have to know what she was thinking. And although we don't know what she was thinking in the moment, we have post-match interviews where she tells us exactly what she was thinking in her mindset during the match. So this is her encore interview right after the match.
That French Open loss was a heartbreak. This makes this moment even more sweeter than I can imagine.
Right after that, she talks about how she lost in the French Open final. And notice what she said. She said that loss actually makes this victory even sweeter. The whole reason that a championship win is so fulfilling is that you know how much work, how much pain, how much failure, how much loss it took to get there. So she had the understanding that even though she lost a French Open final earlier this year, that only made this victory mean so much more.
You have a lot of faith. How important has that been through this journey for you?
Oh, it's been so important.
Next, she talks about her faith. So faith is a huge advantage for athletes. I'm not going to tell you what you should believe in or what you shouldn't believe in, but I will tell you that you should believe in something, because having faith is just believing that the outcome will be as it should. So if you go into a competition and you don't think that there's some bigger purpose for this, whatever happens is supposed to happen, if you don't go into a competition with that mindset, that's going to make you really anxious, because it's going to feel like everything is just out of your control. Faith could be a religion or even just a superstition. Tennis player Rafael Nadal, he actually has a bunch of these superstitions. You can go and find videos of it online where he has to flip a water bottle a certain way, or he has to have his towel a certain way. And by doing these small little superstitions every match, it just gives him some type of reassurance and peace of mind that he'll perform his best in this match.
I don't pray for results. I just ask that I get the strength to give it my all.
And as an athlete, that's all you can ask for. I mean, any athlete has known that if you try to pray, I hope we win this game, it doesn't happen like that. If that was the case, then all these priests and pastors would be elite athletes. So it's not the best practice to ask for a certain outcome, but to really just focus on giving your best. But above all that, still have the understanding that whatever happens is meant to happen.
Arena's an incredible player.
Then she compliments her competitor. Having sportsmanship as an athlete is a great thing to have, because if you don't have sportsmanship, that means you don't respect your opponent. And if you don't respect your opponent, you're going to be vulnerable to them surprising you with their ability or just not performing as well because you don't respect their ability. So always respect your opponent's ability and you will perform your best.
What about your team?
Can I take the mic for this?
And then she goes on for like a 5-minute spiel on just thanking all the people that are in her corner, in her community, and people that support her. And that is huge. You have to have some type of support system with whatever you do, whether it's your family. And if your family isn't supportive, then cultivate a strong group of friends, have your teammates and coaches. If you have a good support system around you, that will support you and help you perform to the best of your ability.
Honestly, thank you to the people who didn't believe in me.
She even goes on to thank the people who didn't believe in her. You can use that as fuel to perform better in the matches and to work harder in training. That will excel you. You don't want to waste the criticism and haters that you have, and you don't want to consume too much of it. Like, you shouldn't be consuming all these people hating you all day long, but you should be able to take a couple comments here and there. You can even like put them on the wall or keep them on your phone. So whenever you feel like, oh, I'm kind of tired, I don't really feel like working out today, or you're playing and you feel like giving up, you just think of the people that hated on you and all the comments they made, and that if you gave up, if you didn't keep trying your hardest, then all of their comments, all of their trash talk would be true. That'll definitely motivate you to keep going, to work even harder.
Those who thought who were putting water on my fire, you're really adding gas to it.
That's a bar.
Today I went into this match like it was any other match.
If I'm not mistaken, this is her first Grand Slam or something like that, or maybe at least first US Open win, and yet she took it like any other match, because it essentially is. It's the same tennis court, same tennis racket, same tennis ball that she's been playing with for years. The expectation around it, the people watching, the eyes on it, that's the only thing that changes. If you took you and your opponent and went on a practice court the next day with no one watching, you should be able to play at the same level. And a simple way to reframe big moments in your mind is to use the word just. Like she said, she took this final as just another game. Whenever you go into a big match and competition, just say, this is just another game. This is just another competition. And just say that over and over until that kind of relaxes you.
At French, I was envisioning what would happen if I would win, and I think I wanted it too much.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with envisioning winning, but there is a balance, because you can't just only be focusing on the winning and not thinking about how you perform, because ultimately winning is out of your control. You don't know what's going to happen. You can get an injury, you could just have an off day, a ref can make the wrong call. Winning is ultimately out of your control. Visualizing winning just helps you enforce that belief that you can win. But right before and definitely during your competition, you don't need to be thinking about winning anymore. All you need to be thinking about is your performance, because you can't win without your performance. So if you focus on giving the best performance possible, guess what will happen?
I'm going to give it my all, and whatever happens, happens.
Real quick on this is I do think it's a great practice to have a mantra you say when things don't go your way. I actually have the same mantra she has. I say whatever happens, happens, or whatever happens is meant to happen. Whenever things are going badly, and let's say I make a huge mistake, I make a big failure, embarrass myself, I just say whatever happens is meant to happen, and I keep going. And that helps me just have some faith and peace of mind that things will work out. And that's what apparently helps her too.
I was just trying my best to just focus on the point ahead of me.
Always focus on the present and don't look too far ahead. When you already think you've won, that's the exact moment when things will catch you off guard and you'll end up losing. It's not over till it's over. You have to finish it out and be focused on the present throughout the whole match.
The French Open moment, I watched Iga lift up that trophy, and I watched her the whole time because I want to feel what that felt like for her.
That's cold. That's cold. That's elite. If you can do that, that's elite right there. What she did was when she lost, and tennis is actually kind of messed up. I didn't realize, I didn't think about it, but when you watch the trophy presentation, the loser has to basically sit there and watch the other person receive the trophy. Not only the trophy, but a huge check, a $3 million check she just won. And you have to just sit there and watch and see the other person winning everything that you thought you would win. That's low-key messed up. I would have just walked to the locker room. But since she was there, she took advantage of that. And as the other person lifted up the trophy and felt the exciting moment of the win and all the crowd erupted, she watched that. And first she felt the pain that, like, I don't want to feel this pain again. The next time I'm in the situation, I'm going to win. And second, she envisioned what it would be like if she was the one lifting up the trophy.
10 minutes before the match, I was just reading comments of people saying I wasn't going to win today.
This girl is ice cold. She's going to be a GOAT for sure. Mark my words, she's going to be a GOAT. This is GOAT level mindset, because I even heard Steph Curry do this too. If he had a bad first half, he would go in at halftime and read negative comments about how he had a bad first half, and then the next half he would just go off. So if you can do this, then all the power to you. I think it does depend on your personality. If you're a person that just wants to have peace of mind and just loves the art of playing, then maybe just block off the comments, block off the negativity, and just perform. But take a degree of it. Take a degree of the criticism and hate that you receive and try to channel it into something. I think that'll really help you, because you can't avoid haters and critics. But if you can be like her and literally just be reading negative comments for 10 minutes at a time right before your match, like, that is cold. So it just depends on your personality, but definitely do try to use criticism and haters to fuel you and to perform your best.
Regardless of the result, my family's still going to love me.
Win by a landslide or you lose by a landslide, people who love you and support you will still love you and support you regardless. The core true ones will love you and support you. If you have that mindset, then that'll give you peace of mind to perform.
I think after French, I literally thought my life was going to end, and I realized that it didn't, because I lost and life still goes on. So I told myself, today life is still going to go on.
And just learning from experience, after losing such a big final that she had magnified in her mind, after she lost that, she realized life went on, even though it felt like the biggest thing ever in that moment. And we've all been there when we were kids, that we thought, oh, this is it, this is the biggest thing ever. And you realize a week later, like, life goes on, it's not that big of a deal. The only time it's a true failure is if you stop moving forward from it. So as long as you learn from it, keep moving forward, life will go on. So after watching this, I definitely think she has the mindset of a winner, and you even heard me say that I think she's going to be a GOAT one day. So do you agree? Do you not agree? Do you think she's going to be a GOAT? Let me know in the comments. And you can also tell me why you think she won the US Open.